Well, welcome back to the Film and TV channel. I've got an early look today. It's an 8-episode series that's showing on Starz at the moment, but we've just seen the first couple of episodes, so I thought I'd do a little look at it, a little look for you. And obviously see what other people are saying about it. It's something called Gaslit, Gaslit, Gaslit. Internet Movie Database, 6.7 out of 10, so that's not a bad score. That's 303 people rated between 6 and 9. Quite a lot of 10 out of 10s. I've ignored those, as you know. 71 people scored it between 2 and 5. There's a few 1 out of 10s, but not so many. So, yeah, very positive early doors, 6.7 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database. That's a good score. I say it's an 8-episode series. Episode 1 is entitled Will, and episode 2 is entitled California. And it's a political thriller, a limited television series. I don't think it's going to go on for season after season. Based on the first season of the podcast Slow Burn by Leon Neyfakh. There you go. So keep doing these podcasts, you never know, and they get picked up for TV. Stars: Julia Roberts, Sean Penn, Dan Stevens, Betty Gilpin, Shea Wiggum, Darby Camp, and Alexander Filmanovich. So there you go, plus a few others as well. And it premiered on Starz on April the 24th, 2022, and is being shown weekly. So I managed to get a couple in before I did this. So what's it about? Well, obviously a political thriller. It's about the Watergate scandal, of course, and focuses on several untold stories. Including Richard Nixon's subordinates, zealots, and the whistleblowers who would eventually bring him down, of course. So the whole thing crashed down. The story will centre on Martha Mitchell, a celebrity Arkansas socialite and wife to Nixon's loyal Attorney General John N. Mitchell. Despite her party affiliation, of course, she's the first person to sound the alarm on Nixon's involvement in this Watergate scandal, causing both the presidency and her personal life to unravel in the meantime. And Attorney General Mitchell is forced to choose, of course, between his wife and the president. Where will he go? Well, I think most of you probably know. Any good? Well, as at the 1st of May 2022, we've got some scores from various critics around. Well, I've usually used the UK critics and the US critics, of course. Rotten Tomatoes, we have a look at that, don't we? Rotten Tomatoes, 86% positivity, so that's very, very good. I think it's 81% on the Rotten Tomatoes audience positivity as well. An average rating of 7.6 out of 10 from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes. Rebecca Nicholson, she's from The Guardian. She noted, once it begins to grip, it doesn't let go. I think some of these have been lucky enough to watch the whole series. I don't get that privilege, unfortunately. Well, not unless it's a binge watch and it's all in one go, but not this one. Gaslit has taken its ample ingredients, says Rebecca, and turned them into a very good, very watchable drama that steadily finds its feet. Anita Singh is from the Daily Telegraph here in the UK, and she said, for those who like to get into the nitty-gritty of history, this is illuminating stuff. And the consensus on the website, Rotten Tomatoes, fronted by a nervy Julia Roberts, I think that's in a good way. Gaslit is a slow burn than see what they've done there, than an acting extravaganza of big personalities enmeshed in historic scandal. Couldn't have said better myself. Metacritic, the other site we'll look at, the critics on there, a score of 71 out of 100. That's based on 28 critics. 22 positive, 4 mixed, and just 2 negative. So again, very, very popular on there. And it scored anywhere as low as 30, but it did have a lot of high scores, obviously, to get that 71 out of 100 rating. So it went up all the way up to 100 out of 100. Well, you know me about hundreds out of hundreds. Right, what are my little views on this? Say 2 episodes in. I do like a good political thriller, I do. And I like everything. I like most genres, of course. And I really like this. Well, 2 episodes in anyway, I like this. And on the basis that episode 2 I thought was much better than 1, I have high hopes, of course, moving forward with this from episode 3 onwards. And it also sort of captures the humour. To me, Watergate, because of what happened and the bits I know about, it's the sort of thing I'll probably go back and read up again now, but now I've watched this sort of thing. But, there's always a comic side to it, wasn't the way it was done, and it was always sort of intimated at that from various publications and documentaries and various things over the years and what was written, etc., etc. And it sort of captures the humour pretty well in this, as well as the seriousness, of course. It's a very serious matter of all these situations. And I've no doubt people with, mainly in the US probably, with political allegiances will rate this high or low just for the sake of rating something high or low, whether they agree with what's on the screen. But for me, I just want to be entertained, that's all. I'm not really interested into the rights and wrongs and who and wherefores. And as a teenager in the UK when this was going on, I did have an active interest in what was happening in the world at the time, perhaps more so than I do now, in all fairness. And it is a period of time, of course, I like looking back on. And the series seems to capture the period reasonably well for me. I mean, let's face it, over here in the UK, we were sort of glued to our screens to watch the latest US crime action series that came over from the US in the 70s. So, yeah, it gave me that sort of feel as well, which I enjoyed. So I am looking forward greatly to the next 6 episodes. A great cast and a very, very, well, a good watch. I'm saying a very good watch. Hopefully it will be a very good watch by the end of it, but it's early days. But I am going to give it one of my highest scores I'll probably give anything. I don't really go much higher than this, guys, if you watch any of my vlogs, any of my reviews. But at the moment, I'm going to give it a good score. My good score for me is an 8 out of 10. So that's 2 episodes in. I'm hoping it'll keep that up and perhaps improve a little bit. No reason why not. As I said, certainly episode 2 was far better than episode 1, and it's all heating up nicely as we're watching it. Anyway, hope you enjoy that. If you watch both like me, let me know what you think. Or if you've been lucky enough to watch them all, am I going to be let down? But based on what I've seen review wise, I think we should be in for a cracking little series. Anyway, till we meet again, please, all I ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.